Soon, you will not have to write any converter ever again. In fact, you can remove all of your converters from your XAML in your .NET MAUI app whenever this functionality lands. I will promise you, you will love this. Let's go check it out. In an earlier video, not even a month ago, I think, I told you about the biggest change in XAML for .NET MAUI apps that you've seen so far in like a decade, right? And now we're not even a month further, and I have the next video telling you that this is the biggest change that XAML has seen in a decade. This is enabled by XAML source generation that we've seen in the previous video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out. It should pop up on your screen. It's down in the video description below. But that enables us, enabling XAML source generation to do these other cool things, like the thing that I'm going to show you in this video. C# expressions. You don't need converters anymore because you don't need conversion. That pesky invert Boolean converter that only switches your true to not true, right? Whenever you want to show some element, you don't need it anymore because you can now just do exclamation mark variable name. You can just have C# values, C# expressions inside of your code, and there is so much more you can do. Let's just stop talking about it, and I'm going to show you in my screen share here right now. I've created this great demo to show off this functionality, or should I say Copilot has created this great demo. So this is all in my GitHub repository. You will find the link down below in the video description. And I've loaded it up here in Visual Studio 2026. It will also work, of course, on VS Code for Mac, all these things, right? In fact, looking at the tooling, we'll see that in a little bit. You'll notice that there are a bunch of squigglies under there because the tooling is not caught up yet. It does not know about this new syntax, so it's not quite there. The tooling needs new functionality to be able to work with all of this new functionality right here. Despite that it shows the squigglies, it should not block you from building the app and doing the things that you need to do and running it and showing all the new functionality. So if you want to try this on your tooling, on your project, don't worry about that. You'll still be able to build it, but preview functionality, right? So little note there. Now, I've pulled this off when I created this sample from a PR. So that's why it has a little bit of a funky MAUI version right here, because I downloaded the artifacts. They're included in the sample repository. If you download it, it should just work for you if you want to look at the sample, so don't worry about it. The other thing that's important here is the MAUI XAML inflator, the other big XAML innovation that we just had, right? Go check out the other video if you don't know what it's about. All your XAML will be compiled to C# code with gain benefits of like 1000%. I'm not even lying, 1000% is in there. So go check out that video. So we have that. You need to enable this. It's a prerequisite for the functionality that you'll see here. Then we'll need enable preview features, because I have some good news for you. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video and I'll tell you, okay? Enable preview features, we need that. So the rest is, pretty much a standard .NET MAUI app. It's just, a new file app, but of course Copilot has changed this whole thing up, right? So let's go to the main page of XAML, and that's where you'll see all the magic and the squigglies. So let's just inspect what all is here. Scroll view, vertical stack layout, nothing fancy here. Label, C# expression demo, okay, cool. Feature 1, simple property binding. So what's happening here is you'll see this entry, you'll see this label, and you'll see this label as well. And this is the old way of doing it. This is kind of like how this demo is set up. All the new functionality is commented out and working. The old functionality, how you would do it today, basically, is here in comments, just so you can see the comparison between the two things. So here we have this thing, and you can immediately see squigglies, because before we needed to do text is binding name, and name is then the value, the property name on an object, and you bind to that, and we have to let XAML know to do that with this binding keyword. Not anymore. We can just say name, and now the XAML will know, oh, that name is coming from the code behind, or whatever view model you got wired up here, right? So is there something wired up here? Data type main view model. So this uses MVVM, right? It's right there. It knows that the name needs to come from the view model. It will automatically pick it up. It will automatically assume that it's this binding right here, and it will just work. That's the cool thing. It will just work. Now, the actual syntax that you need to use here is the is. You need the equal sign in there, but you can also leave that away. So what I expect to see from this feature is not a whole lot of people using this equal sign there. It can, there's always people who like to make that a little bit more explicit, like, hey, this value is going to be name, but you can just leave that out. It's just a little helper there that you can use explicitly or not. Personally, I'm not a fan, so I'm going to leave it out, but whatever you want. Now, string format. Have you ever used a string format inside of a binding? Here in the commented out thing, binding name string format is single quote, suddenly not a double quote, because that's already the assignment of the text property right here. So single quote, hello, and then curly braces 0, and then I need to remember kind of like the order of the values that I want. Oh my goodness, it's a mess, right? We don't do that anymore. With C# expressions in XAML, we can just say, hey, $, still single quotes, I'll give you that, hello, and then we can do curly braces, name, curly braces, next thing, curly braces, whatever, right? You can have that all in here. Makes it so much easier. No more binding name, blah, 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 string format, blah, 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 blah. This whole line just became so much shorter by just being able to do the $, that we already know from the string interpolation in C# code, right? It's just right here in XAML now as well. Multi-root expressions you can do calculations with this. My goodness, this is amazing, right? Again, you can just do calculations from in here. So, typically when you wanted to do this, you would have a new backing field in your view model that does the calculation for you. So first, just go by it from top to bottom. Here we say price, and we can do colon F2. That's kind of like a built-in string format that you can do for currency, you have all kinds of options there, right? You can just apply that directly to your variable name here as well. Boom, it's in there. You can just do that. Quantity, we've already kind of like seen this one, right? Quantity is this much. And then what we can do is have a new binding that says total, here's the string interpolation again, and then we say price times quantity with like our little formatting thing right here. So this is it. You can just do that calculation right here in the XAML. Perfect, right? Because before you needed to do this. You had this whole line of things with a backing field that did the calculation for you, or with a multi-binding that makes even multiple lines. Like how many is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines, and then a couple of more even. So this is, you can just bring that down now to this one line, this one short thing, this short expression that you can now use inside of your XAML. Boolean negation. This is like where you can throw out all your converters, right? Because before we needed to do this. Label, this text is visible when not hidden, binding is hidden, and then we needed a converter, static resource Boolean invert converter. We all have that one, right? Or we're using the .NET MAUI community toolkit one. You can throw them all out. Throw them all out. And then you needed to declare somewhere the Boolean invert converter with a key, with all these things, yada, 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 yada. No need for that anymore. Whenever you want to have something hidden, you can just say is hidden, and you can say something exclamation mark is hidden. Right? That's it. You can just do not. You can just invert that expression from right here in XAML. Now, here we even have a separate is hidden field just for this demo, but you can do this with anything, right? If you already have like an is enabled field, or full name is empty, right? Put that in here, and you know that you need to hide a field, show a label, because your validation is suddenly not valid, something like that, right? You can come up with all the things, but you'll see this is all that's needed now. Boolean expression, right? So same thing, and you can also make dependencies here. Switch is toggled, that's bound to the view model, right? We're still looking at that view model right there. Has account, agree to terms, right? Just a couple of things that you might have in your application. And then with the C# expression with Boolean and, we have has account and agree to terms. Right? So we have that. Now, this one looks a little bit funky. Obviously, we have the enamp because XAML is XML, and XML has rules since forever. So we cannot just do the n sign, the ampersand sign, because that's not valid XAML. Or yeah, not valid XAML, I say it correctly. So we need this enamp. I'm not sure if this made it into the PR right now. I think it's something that we're thinking about to also do the keyword, so that you can just have and in here, something like that. It makes it a little bit easier, nicer to look at. Otherwise, this is kind of like what you're stuck with. So not great, but it's there. Or another route could be maybe to have like, I always forget kind of like what the syntax is for this. They have the C data in here, right? C data is kind of like, hey, this is a literal thing. And then within that, you can do anything within your XAML, right? So both not really optimal, but we just do not have the option to do just an ampersand, because that will break all the XML rules here. So please let us know. Let me know down in the comments. What is your preference? What do you want us to do with this? But yeah, this is just something that you can do. And again, here you would have to do button is enabled, multi-binding, all these things. Again, a converter in here just to check if we need to enable a field, right? Stupid, we don't do that anymore. Now, there's even more here. Last thing, and I'll show you the running demo, which is super underwhelming because that application just works as you would expect it to work with all the converters and all the things in here, but now your code is so much nicer. So here we are, Lambda event handlers. Okay, clicked, and we can just say clicked count times. And then in clicked, we can just do this inline expression right here that just has the parameters, sender and event arcs, this on counter clicked. It just calls back to the on counter clicked from this page. You can do that from right here. Or you can just do whatever you want to do in there directly here from this clicked property as well. So you can just say view model click count plus plus, go directly to that variable value and do the plus plus. Or if you want to, go through the main view model binding context and then click count plus plus right there. Here's the old way where you really had to kind of like, know this is the method name and do it like that. Like, it's the old way and with a binding, and you can do that now more in line. And if I would just run this, I can just run this on Windows, despite, you seeing the squigglies right here. Doesn't matter if this is on Windows or Android or iOS. This lives on kind of like the shared MAUI layer, so this is not dependent on any platform or whatever. If we just run that on Windows, the application will now come up and you will see all the samples that we've just went over, kind of like reading the matrix, all the green letters. We saw all the XAML, and now we see this visual state right here. And you can see simple property with binding name. So here we have world, which is already bound here to the labels, right? So if I change this to Gerald, you will see that it all updates automatically. So it's all data bound, it's all working together. Even here for step number 2, string interpolation, Gerald is amazing. See, it all updates automatically. Same for the calculations right here. If I do one of these, you can see the calculation kicking in. All the bindings are updated, all the things are working. Is hidden, you can see things are hidden, not hidden, right? The little exclamation mark, no invert Boolean converters, none of that anymore. And here, the ones that are working together, right? So has account, no. Agree to terms, yes, but it's still not working. Even only if we have both, then now we can submit. And we did that with a little ampersand expression, right, so that you could see what was going on here. And here the event handlers, they also all work together. You can see all the 3 examples that we got right here. They just work. But what was that good news that you were telling us about, Gerald? Well, thank you for asking. This was originally planned for .NET 11. But the good news is, at the time of recording, it has already been merged for .NET 10. Yay! It's not been released yet. Again, at the time of recording, maybe if you're watching this, it already has been released. I think that would be like .NET 10 service release 4 or 5, maybe 6. So go check it out. Maybe it's already in there. And that's why the enable preview feature is in there, right? Because the tooling, as you've seen, is not quite there yet. And as long as the tooling doesn't work nicely with all the new stuff that we're putting out there, then it has to be a preview feature, right? Because we want you to have that great experience. So it's already out there. You can start using this. Please let us know your feedback under the comments on the Mauiverse Discord, on issues, on the repository, wherever you can find us. We are happy to take that feedback and let us know my in general thoughts, what you love about this. Now, other questions that I get a lot: is this coming to WPF? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm on the MAUI team. The WPF team unfortunately uses their own implementation of XAML, as is the WinUI team and everyone that uses XAML. So for MAUI, this is here. We're innovating. We're on the forefront of doing all this amazing new stuff with XAML. For the other teams, go be on their repositories and ask for this and show them that you like the MAUI stuff. Then maybe that will be some incentive for them to work all of that out as well. And the other question or remark that we then get a lot as well is like, yay, I can go back to the ASP.NET old days or PHP where I can just mix and match and print out XAML based on conditions in C# code that I mix it there in XAML. Never say never, but that's not our plan to actually do. Like, sure, you can mess up any code, you can make any code messy and not nice and not maintainable and not reusable, but we want to kind of like prevent that, and that's not the direction that we want to go to. So this is kind of the extent that we want to go to, be able to use these expressions to make your life easier, get the converters out of the way, but not really go back to a Blazor kind of like way or PHP ASP.NET way where you can mix and match all these code blocks with XAML, etc., etc. Of course, we work based on your feedback. Let us know in the comments your thoughts about all of this, any other things that you might have. And of course, check out the video on the source generation. It should pop up on your screen right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe do something else. I don't know. Can you do my dishes? Do you wash cars? Is that something? All right. Never mind. Just go to the next video. I'll see you for the next one.